Struggling to get those first 12 pounds off your body? Here's how I did it in the first 28 days. Hi, I'm Deborah, a 68-year-old woman with low thyroid and osteoarthritis who is sharing how I'm improving my health in the hopes that it will inspire your own efforts. By the end of this video, I hope you'll know exactly how taming your appetite can unlock the superpower of fat burning versus food burning. And I'm also sharing why I stopped following programs and started developing a practice, and how that shift has changed my relationship with hunger. 12.4 pounds in 4 weeks or 28 days. Just amazing to me. Plus my body measurements reduced in volume by 3%. I mean, I don't look any different, but I'm actually 3% smaller. My body's improved insulin sensitivity from previous efforts shows. I expected 6 weeks of hunger battles this time, like I had last year. But my body remembered its training in just 2 weeks. As you can see, between 2025 and the results in 2024, it's improved in like all areas. This time around, I was walking well by the end of the first week with pain-free joints. So confident that things would get better and better that I returned to the walker that I had ordered. Whereas last year, that was actually about the end of the first month where the inflammation in my joints reduced to where I could walk well again. And my portion sizes, I greatly reduced this month. And I remember last year, there were no changes in portion size that first month. Last year's harder work of breaking through stubborn insulin resistance created this past month's advantages. Leptin's I'm full signals came through clearly, plus hearing those small whispers of my spirit, my inner knowing, my butterfly, countered old patterns. If you are in a similar situation, I hope you are encouraged to know that metabolic memory works in your favor. So if you haven't started yet, start now. Let it roar out there. Hopefully I'm safe under the porch, maybe. Here's what I discovered about the difference between programs and practices. Programs are designed by someone else and for someone else's version of success. They have rules, timelines, and graduation dates. When you complete a program, you're supposed to go back to normal, but normal is what got me to 236 pounds in the first place. The results for me were always temporary. At some point, I was finally frustrated enough to hear the soft urging of my butterfly, my inner knowing, to make a daring change. What feels better in your body right now? Trusting your inner knowing or turning to another external authority? The lightness in my stomach and shoulders to that question provided a clear answer. It's really blowing out there. This practice that I'm doing now belongs to me. Like a meditation practice or a writing practice, it evolves with me. I show up, I adjust, and I keep learning. And when I shifted from following external rules to developing my own eating methods, something fundamental changed. I became the expert on my body instead of looking for experts to tell me what my body needed. I still learn from physicians and research, but now I filter that information through my own experience and how my body feels about a potential decision. And when we disagree, like we did recently about my overworking day after day at the computer, I've decided that my body will get the final vote. In truth, the body always gets the final vote, right? Ignore her long enough, either wittingly or unwittingly, and she ups the pain and maybe even creates an emergency situation. I prefer now considering her needs first and choosing to honor her. So this practice, how I work with the energy available to me, time my meals, what foods serve me, how to listen to my hunger, this is my new normal. It's not temporary. It's not until I reach a goal weight, but it's for life. And that feels like freedom instead of restriction. So my eating practice is not a random phrase. It's so important to me that I had it engraved on the keychain markers I use to celebrate my current progress. Eating practice is the umbrella term that covers everything from the way I time my meals, choose my foods, structure my eating rest periods, move my body, and take care of my space, my spirit, my livelihood, and my relationships, all the things. 6 weeks ago, when I was eating foods that inflamed my joints, every other part of my life was hard, and I isolated more and more. Since restarting, giving my body what she wants instead of what my habit brain craved, I'm able to walk longer and farther without pain. And as I indicated in last week's vlog, I fully expect my body will get me to that majestic cottonwood soon. Meantime, this way of life, this practice is my new normal forever. I'm so glad you joined me for this life-changing month. I'm grateful for your time, your support, and your nourishing comments. You're making this practice infinitely more enjoyable for me. To celebrate you, I've designed a Butterfly Dares coloring sheet with an inspiring quote so you can relax a little and play. In my eating practice, relaxing play falls in the well-being wing and is the well-being wing personified. Click on the link below to enjoy this free PDF too. If month one's progress update resonated with you, I'd love to hear how this journey of mine inspires your own practice. For Thursday's toolkit upload, I'm sharing how I calculate my hunger and fullness signals, always a tricky skill to relearn. But it can be relearned. I'm relearning it. Why don't you join me? See you next time, butterfly friends.